It's roughly 9/26/23 and I was pondering the video that I made but was deleted. It was at Return of Dark Side of Candor, where that's what I was saying. I was doing the research earlier about the Moors and how they basically ruled Europe for 800 years, like from 800 BC or AD to about 16th century. But then also I remember the video, got me, where I said, that's kind of the reason for a lot of hatred between the races, because Dr. Ivan Van Sertima in his book, The Moors, he explained how though they did aid in certain cultivations of certain tools or whatever, it was also a negative side. But the positive side, there were Moors that actually aided. But basically, like my other video said, the black man was the first oppressor. But also, like I said, basically they were abusing the power as humans do in general, and they abused their authority. So even though a lot of the conscious community members, they cling to it, but like Dr. Marcus Garvey Jr. stated that how the I guess you would call it Africans, but Hamites made a deal with the Arabs to give them 3,000 to 4,000 boys a month in exchange for wine and whatever goods. So it showed that they even sold out the Idrin, because before that they were fighting in unity and could not be penetrated, but then started doing nut shit. I guess they said they got tired of fighting. That's what it was. That's my other video. A strong core cannot be penetrated. At first, it was whenever you would have somebody come from outside, you would have the whole nations or other nations would come up as backup or as an aid, so they could not be penetrated. But after a while, I guess they got tired of fighting. R.I.P. So they started making deals, and that's how they said the Arabs started to penetrate, which actually led to the sub-Saharan slave trade, because now they saw that they weren't getting any resistance. But that's what I was saying. Like there's a lot of things about the Moors. It's positives, it's negatives. The negatives is that they basically oppressed the Europeans and came with but then the positive side, there was positive Moors that attempted to help them reestablish, basically to release them from bondage and help to fight, and basically did what they were supposed to be doing and spreading positive. But by that point in time, as I said, today is kind of a lingering effect. That's why I said in my video I was just playing just now. If Esau is white, then what color was Dawood? Where it stated that I was talking about how I was going against the black Israelite groups. They keep saying Esau is the white man. I'm like, how if he's right, that means you got to give honor to Dawood as a white man, because it says they're both red, meaning ruddy. And that's our other video I pointed at. Well, they had a ruddy people in on the Kemetic walls or pyramids and the hieroglyphs, where they have every different culture and different skin tones. So you have red people who they say red is the mud or sands. So that's the part I say I followed the balance, and basically was like contending with them for like years. And then that one little video came up. And I said, if Dawood, that means you have to say that he is also a white man, because it's basically, it says Esau came out red, ruddy, or red and hairy, and then it says Dawood Goliath looked across and saw Dawood. He was red and ruddy, youthful and shiny or something, or handsome. So it's kind of the same description as far as skin tone. But that's what I was saying. A lot of negativity still lingers, because that's what I was saying. That's why to me, it's like it's never going to get to that point because, like how blacks today have this edge in their head of slavery. You have to look on the other side, how they remember when they were in slavery. So it's like, I mean, it's kind of fear, but also a sense of, I can't let you get back on top. That's why I was saying in my other video, kind of separation of the masses, because sad to say, it was I, or this Hugh anyway, that created this problem. So I was saying, since, as I said, my other video about how the conscious community say, well, we were the first to do everything. I was like, yes, that's true. But unlike the conscious community, I can see Libra balance. I can admit the negatives, and where it states that, well, if you were the first to do everything, that means you were the first to do a lot of negatives, and even history talks about it. But like every culture, no culture wants to talk about the negative. They always want to talk about the positives. But it's like you live in. That's my other video. When you lie to yourself, you create a false reality. If you say you're the first, that means you were the first to do everything. Like I said, every nation shows when they have the upper hand, they abuse their authority. That's why everybody had slaves. But then by doing that, it's like everybody else can't claim to be the first one. That's where the negativity is like rising, and like people, I guess, remember history or whatever. So that's why I said there's a lot of negative chi as far as that. So as far as solution to that, I have no idea. But that's why there would never be a balance, or whatever you're fighting for, this world peace shit is going to take a whole different elevation of the mind. And I really don't believe humans are able to get to that level. But I overstand. Like I said, I admit my fault. But like I said, actually, I I actually also acknowledged, in the sense that was the apology, as far as those who stuck to the true culture of striving to maintain balance. They actually didn't just sit there, but they actually went, and as it says in the Bible, is that Judges or Samuel, how when Benjamin raped a woman and killed her, like 10 of them. The other Israelites went to war, what did it say, 999,000 were slain, and the Lord said, oh, this is crazy, stop that shit. But that's the whole purpose of the Torah, or whatever, or plus, I guess, this balance in general. And I would imagine that's what the Moors talk about, because that's what the culture talks about, maintaining balance and laws of attraction. So the positive ones, right there you have a positive and a negative side, and sadly they let it, I mean, it was 800 years, so I'm not sure, I gotta re up on that part. I'm not sure exactly what point in time they decided to go up there and fight. It could have been a long campaign, or they could, I don't know. I haven't read that part, but like I said, I know there were some that actually did fight. But like I said, there was a negative side to the Moors helping the Europeans that wasn't so helpful. It was actually kind of oppressive, or was oppressive. So like I said, on behalf of the dark hue, I had to apologize for that. So I understand why there's so much negativity. So yeah, liberation, return to dark side of candor.